Hello everyone, welcome to SwitchUp as we once again have a look at some of the games coming out for the Switch in this upcoming week. In terms of dates, we're going from the 15th of March up until the 21st to see if there's anything coming out that's worth your time and money. So which games are coming out for the Switch this week? Well, let's find out. First up then we've got KinnikuNeko Super Muscle Cat. This is a 2D platformer where you're fighting against an alien invasion, and it promises a story full of humour, friendship, drama and action. You are a muscular cat that fights aliens, so says the blurb, and as well as being a 2D platformer, it does say there are different mini-games that will change the rhythm of the game as you go along. The art style is meant to pay homage to Japanese anime of the 90s, and there are different secrets and objects to discover by replaying levels. As well as all of this, as you might expect, there is a dedicated button to having your character meow. This one releases on the 19th and it will sell for £16.49 or your regional equivalent. Next then we have Escape from Mystwood Mansion. This is a first-person escape room adventure set in the titular mansion where you'll need to solve puzzles, crack codes and uncover hidden secrets to escape. It says as soon as you enter the mansion, the door behind you locks and the only way forward is to delve deeper into the mansion. As you explore the mansion's many rooms, you'll discover that someone has orchestrated a series of puzzles and challenges to keep you from escaping. There are 5 puzzle-filled rooms with hidden sub-areas, a hint system and multiple endings to aim for. These sort of games do interest me, I have to say, these escape room type games or anything with a detective element to it. I've been reading a lot of Agatha Christie's Poirot books recently, so yeah, this one's ticking some boxes for me. It's out on the 19th and it will sell for £14.29 or your regional equivalent. Then a big one for the week, we've got Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. This first released on the Wii U, must have been back in 2013 perhaps, there or thereabouts. I remember buying it actually, although I never really got particularly far into it. Nothing against the game at all, just life was very busy back then. I think my daughter had just been born around that time and yeah, games took a bit of a back seat. But I'd be interested to give it a go this time round, obviously with more time on my hands to see what I thought of it properly. This is a visually enhanced version of the game, of course. It says the year is 2054, Earth has been destroyed by an intergalactic war between 2 alien races, and humanity is on the brink of annihilation. A small number of survivors aboard the USS White Whale crash land on the vast and untamed planet Mira, and now it's up to you, as a member of Blade, to help bring humanity back from the edge of extinction. Yeah, my favourite game in this series still remains the first one, Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii. I love that game, and yeah, I am interested to give this one some proper time this time, as I said, and see if my opinion of my favourite game in the series changes once I've done so. This one's out on the 20th and will sell for your standard Nintendo pricing of £49.99 or your regional equivalent. As well as that, you have the Exorcist Gravebound horror. I must be honest, as soon as I saw that title, my interest was piqued, assuming it would be something to do with the iconic movie from 1973, or the novel from a couple of years earlier, or even some of the lesser liked sequels, to be honest, but it appears it's nothing to do with any of those, as you take on the role of an experienced exorcist called to a forsaken village, plagued by mysterious disappearances. It's a survival horror game as you would expect, I'm sure, and it says that fear lurks around every corner. Atmospheric terror, supernatural entities and psychological horror all await you, and intense exorcism mechanics. The trailer didn't do much for me, I've got to say, but if you are interested, it's out on the 20th and it will cost £9.99. Following on from that, we've got Tales of Autumn, which is a farming RPG with an emphasis on animals and terrain management. It says you need to develop the abandoned ranch, befriend the wildlife, build relationships, and earn the trust of the town. On your ranch, you can befriend and tame wild creatures while raising farm animals, each with their own unique needs. You can shape the land to create different biomes and influence the crops that you can grow and the animals that will be drawn to your farm. It says that your choices impact the town, with good deeds earning you rewards, discounts, friendship, while neglecting the community will result in your neighbours becoming distant. It promises unique events for every season, and it does have a nice pixel art style to it. Reminds me of almost like a colorized version of the early Pokemon games on the Game Boy. This one releases on the 20th, and it will cost you £11.69 or your regional equivalent. Next is Assault Suit Leynos 2 Saturn Tribute. This is an upgraded version of a game that released back in 1997 for the Saturn, as you would expect, with new features and quality of life improvements. It's the 32-bit sequel to the game that released in 1990, being Assault Suit Leynos, or Target Earth as it was known in some regions, which released on the Mega Drive, and it's a side-scrolling shooter where players pilot the Leynos assault suit against a relentless mechanized army. From this game spawned a sequel or spin-off called Assault Suit Valken, which was known as Cybernator, and some of you may have played that on the Super Nintendo. I certainly did. It released in 1992 and it was a great game. The features been added include rewind, quick save, quick load, slow mode, rapid fire, hint functionality and increased durability, and it's going to release on the 21st for £22.49, albeit you can get 20% off of that price up until the 28th of March. The penultimate game for the week is Atelier Yumia, the Alchemist of Memories, and the Envisioned Land. Now I'm going to be honest, there are so many Atelier games that I've lost track by this point, but as far as I can see, this is a new release in the series, and it's set in a world where alchemy is deemed taboo. The alchemist Yumia yearns for the truth, and the time has come for her to take the first step on her grand adventure across the continent. It says the game's theme is memory, and there are moments when everyone must confront the past and their own memories, and all memories, including both success and failure, become nourishment for the future and help shape people. I'm not sure if that's a proverb or if that's actually what happens in the game. It says you'll freely traverse the vast open fields in all directions, exploring the field and gathering ingredients in order to synthesize items, and you can create items whilst out in the field and customize bases however you like. As far as I can see, this one only has a physical release in Asia and also North America. If you are in any other region and are interested, one way you could possibly pick it up is by using our Play Asia link down below. Doing so will get you 5% off of your purchase price. It releases on the 21st for £49.99 or your regional equivalent. And finally for the week, we have The Last Hero Journey to the Unknown. This is a 2D pixelated platformer where you play as the last hero fighting against the forces of evil. It says there are over 30 diverse levels where you'll collect powerful items and battle menacing bosses on your quest to save this pixelated fantasy world. You'll explore the map in different biomes across those 30 levels, with there being rare relics for you to find along the way. This does look nice actually. I do like the look of this one for the cheap price that I'll tell you about in a minute. But it's interesting that the trailer only focuses on the boss battles to the point where I assumed it was a boss rush game of some description, but it does look to be a full platformer. Anyway, it's out on the 21st and it will cost £4.99 or your regional equivalent. So there you have it, another week of Nintendo Switch releases. Do any of those games interest you? Will you be picking any of them up? Please do let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget, if you are looking for eShop credit to pick any of these games up, you can use our website, switchup.gg, and doing so will get you 5% of your purchase price back as cash back, and it does help the channel out, which is much appreciated. As I mentioned, there are links down there to places such as Play Asia. Use our links and codes, and you'll get yourself 5% off from there too. If you're looking for something else to watch, my latest video on my other channel, GB Bricks, released a couple of days ago. This is looking at a set from a company called Fantasy. It's the first ever non-Lego brick set that I've built, and it's a retro telephone. I'll put a card to that in the top right hand corner if you want to give that a watch. A quick thank you to our patrons and our channel members for your continued support, and to each and every one of you for watching our videos. Take care, and until next time, happy gaming.